What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my fourth video in the Keys to Success series. We're going to be taking a look at the two young linebackers that the New York Jets drafted in the 2021 NFL Draft. Jamien Sherwood out of Auburn in the 5th round, and Hamzaun Nasirildeen out of Florida State in the 6th round. If we could get one of these two linebackers to become a starter in their rookie seasons, I think it would be a really big step and a really important piece on the defense for Jeff Ulbrich and for Robert Saleh to have somebody that's young, athletic, and can make big plays. Let's get after it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this past Wednesday for our live stream. We had James Wighouse from Jets X Factor come onto the channel, and he did a live breakdown of Quinnen Williams and Elijah Vera-Tucker. Go ahead and check that content out, guys. I thought it was really cool, some of the things that we learned about these two players and all of the potential that they have. We're also giving away a free signed Wayne Chrebet mini helmet. We're going to give that away once we reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed and you've been on the fence, go ahead and give yourself a shot at the prize and subscribe to the channel. It's our way of thanking you guys. We really do appreciate it. From the beginning, I've been saying that all along. You guys are a part of this channel, and you make this channel go. We also start all of our streams with voicemails from our listeners. So even if you don't listen to the stream live, you can leave a voicemail on the number that's on the screen. You can leave it any day of the week. I always take those voicemails. And, just leave me your Jets questions or your Jets takes that you want us to discuss on the stream. The first player we're going to be breaking down in this video is going to be linebacker Jamien Sherwood from Auburn. When the New York Jets selected him at pick 146 in the 5th round, they fully intended to transition him from safety, which he played at college, to linebacker in the NFL. The player that this guy reminds me of is a player that we were interested in free agency. We were interested in signing Keanu Neal, the safety, the box safety from Atlanta. And the intent that the Jets had when they were interested in Keanu Neal was moving him to linebacker. And this guy kind of reminds me of Keanu Neal. Now, he's not as talented because he is getting drafted in the 5th round versus Keanu Neal, who was drafted in the 1st round. But there are similarities between their games. Jamien is a really good hitter. He hits very hard. 6'2", 216 pounds, 34-inch arms. So the guy has size, he has length. And the thing that really, something that I am concerned about with Jamien Sherwood is, his ability with only being 215 pounds or so, being able to take these linemen and to shed blocks. That's one of his weaknesses that I read about, was that he doesn't really get off of blocks all that well. Doesn't use his hands that great. But you can see right here, he's able to hit people, get the ball out, not necessarily always forcing fumbles, but, jarring the ball loose and making plays, incomplete and not getting anything out of it. We can see here on the screen as well, he's blitzing. He can do a little bit of everything. And I think that's why the Jets like him so much, is he has that versatility, kind of like a Keanu Neal, who is a very extremely versatile player. So when you take a Jamien Sherwood in the 5th round, you're hoping, worst case scenario, he becomes a really good special teamer, which he did do in college. Best case scenario, you're hoping that he can fill a role on defense as a rotational linebacker. The next player that we're going to break down is going to be safety Hamzaun Nasirildeen out of FSU. Yes, he is transitioning as well, just like Jamien Sherwood, from safety to linebacker. This was the plan, I think, that the Jets had. They said, basically, let's double down. Let's get two of these guys that are almost identical in size and that can move from safety to linebacker and play kind of that, versatile piece, that little chess piece that you have on defense, and kind of move them all over the place and let them make plays. And I think, based on what I've seen and what I watched early on, this is my favorite defensive player that we drafted, and we got him in the 6th round at pick 186. So the value is extremely high, even if he just pans out to be a really good special teamer. He did do that in college as well. So you have that upside, and then when you just take a look at the fact that he was a team leader, that he has high character, that's some of the things. What's one of his strengths is that he is really good in the locker room. He led the team in total tackles as a sophomore and as a junior. So this guy is all over the field making plays. And, he did struggle a little bit against some of the elite running backs in college football when they played Clemson. He had a hard time wrapping up Travis Etienne. So, you know, he's just going to need to work on some of that stuff. But those are things that can be coached and can be improved. I love what I see out of Hamzah. And again, I think this is the guy that I'm counting on the most to play on defense early in the season, assuming that he's healthy. I think he has the bigger upside than Jamien and Sherwood. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. You know, which linebacker do you think pans out to be the one that plays more on defense in 2019, or excuse me, in 2021? So in summary, it's clear to me that one of the keys to success in 2021 is that the New York Jets need one of these young linebackers to step up and to carve a role for themselves on defense. The thing that gives me the most comfort is that we do have Jeff Ulbrich running the show on defense. I think that he's going to coach the hell out of these two kids. He did an awesome job in Atlanta coaching the linebackers, and so I just feel very, very confident having him on our coaching staff to help maximize these guys' potential. The thing that worries me, though, is that we may be rushing these kids a little bit early in their career. They have a lot to learn as they transition from safety to linebacker. And you have to remember that we don't have a lot of linebackers on this team that really are noteworthy. We have C.J. Mosley, obviously. We also have Jarrad Davis that we signed from the Lions in free agency. And then we have Blake Cashman, who's been very, very injured early in his career. So it is extremely important that one of these guys steps up, and I firmly believe that Hamzaun Nasirildeen will be the one to do so. Like I said earlier, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Will we sign somebody in free agency to play a more significant role so these rookies have time to transition? Or are we going to just throw these kids out into the fire right away and let them sink or swim? I think it's going to be one of the more interesting storylines during training camp and during the preseason to watch these two compete for playing time on defense. So I really look forward to watching and seeing how this all unfolds. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NYJ Today. Guys, if you could do me a favor and jet up the like button on this video, and if you're new here and you've enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We really do appreciate the support. Don't forget to leave us a voicemail for our upcoming live stream on Wednesday. We would love to hear from you guys. We'd love to interact with you on the show. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.